Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share my updated designer shoe collection. It's actually been a year, almost exactly, to when I've done this video, to when I last did this video. So I'm gonna basically talk you through every single shoe that I have acquired in the past year, and I'm really going to try and give you an in-depth review about each shoe and how comfortable it is, the wearability, the versatility, give you a really big overview rather than I love the shoe. All of these I will actually say I love. The shoes that I haven't loved I've sold or given to friends or cousins or something. I'm going to start with heels and then move on to trainers and flats. Go in like heel height basically, because heels excite me so much more than flats do. I'm gonna start with my latest shoes. You might have seen these on my Instagram. Hint hint, if you don't follow me on Instagram. I did an unboxing of my Teresa order that I made, and these are beautiful, beautiful shoes. I haven't worn them yet, so I actually can't tell you how comfortable they are. They're these satin Jimmy Choos, and they almost have a crown on the toe. They are stunning. They're all crystal here. They're so detailed and so beautiful. My one thing I will say about these already is I'm scared to get them dirty. As you know, satin is such a delicate fabric, and I imagine if I was walking on grass or something with these, like, that would not be good. So I'd have to be really careful where I was wearing them. But it's literally like having a crown on your shoe. Now you'll see a theme in this haul with white shoes. I love white shoes. I feel like they complement my outfits so well, and they are a statement shoe without being too bold of a color. If you don't have a white shoe in your collection, I would highly recommend it. If you scroll through my Instagram feed, you'll see so many white shoes because they're so easy to wear and they look quite statement. The second pair of shoes, Louboutins this year have really made a comeback for me. It's not like they ever truly disappeared, but their designs this year have caught my eye so much more than they ever have. And I saw these babies a little while ago, these silver ones, and I love metallic shoes. I feel like they're a really fun way to spruce up your outfit. These are, can you hear that? They're quite a funky material, and then they have a plain silver heel. Not gonna lie, the Louboutin shoes are really uncomfortable. These are the Pigalle. The Pigalle are notoriously uncomfortable. They're not as uncomfortable as my black Pigalle, and I would recommend for the Pigalle to go half a size up than your normal size. These ones are a slightly different style. They come slightly lower around the toes, so they have a little bit of toe cleavage. And I do feel like silver is actually a really easy color to wear in the day if you wanted to. So this is a heel that I wear in the day a lot more than any of my other shoes, like black, pink or nude or anything like that. This is the kind of color I wear a lot more. Speaking of Louboutins, I also have these to show you, which are stunning, and they're actually really comfortable, especially for Louboutins. I think because they're mesh, you can see they're quite bendy and flexible, whereas these ones, like, you can't bend them at all, the front. So they actually let your feet kind of mold better in the shoe almost. They have a hard back by the heel, so they are still supportive, and they almost have a kind of glittery heel. I have got so many compliments on these when I wear them. I did also order them in a nude color, but I returned them because you can see your toes, and I wear bright colors on my toes, and through the mesh I could see my bright colors. But with the black, you actually don't see nail polish that much. You can see your toes kind of look like that. If you look at any of pictures of me wearing them, it's not like you can see all my toes. I'm not really into the seeing toe in shoe thing. I don't mind seeing a bit of toe cleavage, but I'm not into the perspex shoe look at all, because I don't know, I just find it weird. Like, I don't want to see loads of toes and squished together. I don't know, I just can't do it. But with these, because they're black, you barely see the toes, you kind of just see skin peeping through. I would say if you're after a black shoe, but you're not a black person, if that makes sense, like you don't like harsh colors, then maybe opt for something like this, which is a bit more delicate and daintier and easier to wear than a harsh black color, especially wearing these in the day and the night or any transitional outfits. These are a much better option than a harsh black. Another pair of shoes which are really special to me are these by Emmy London. Emmy London is a shop in Fulham, and they make bespoke shoes. Oh, I went in there one day and I went in with Liv and we had a really gorgeous day picking out shoes for my engagement party. You can really make the shoes so bespoke, especially the detail on them, but they actually had this particular shoe in the store and I chose that exact one. I put my birthstone and Rob's birthstone at the bottom of the shoe, and I'm also going back to get them engraved as well. They are so beautiful. If you're looking for a really special wedding shoe, then go to Emmy London because it's a really special experience and the shoes are really gorgeous also, and they're so comfortable. Next are two shoes that I acquired this year. Oopsies! Both the same style, and I think I now have 6 or 7 different colors between my sister and I of this particular shoe. Anyone that knows me well will know that it is the YSL Trib. It is a real love and hate shoe for so many people because they are not a dainty shoe. I wouldn't say they're clunky, but they're not exactly dainty. They have a wedge at the bottom. The heel is mega high. I think this is 5.3 inches. It's really serious. It's like 13 centimeters. But these are the only shoes I will dance in if I'm going to a friend's wedding or dancing all night at a dance party or something. I love dancing and I never want my feet to get in the way of me dancing. And these are hands down the most comfortable shoe. I could wear them for 12 hours, 13 hours, dancing, getting up, sitting down, walking. My feet feels really secure in them because of the strap in the middle. You're strapped up at the toe and at the ankle, and I can jump up and down, dance. I don't wear any other shoe when I'm going to a wedding. I also got them in white, and if you look at our engagement party video, I am jumping up and down, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I was dancing the entire night. I promise you I did not get off the dance floor, and that was all thanks to these shoes. I didn't want to get my Emmy London ones ruined, even though these got a bit ruined, but not badly. But because they're leather and the Emmy London ones are suede, I thought they would pick up dirt a bit more, but they're just so comfortable. They are so comfortable. I have never ever in my life found a more comfortable shoe. So if you're someone like me and you like dancing, or maybe you don't even like heels but you want a lot of height and you want a comfortable shoe, go to them, because I honestly could not recommend the YSL Trib enough. It is literally testament that I have 6 of that particular style of shoe. The other shoes I want to talk about, which I also love and find really comfortable but with a much smaller heel, are these ones by Aquazzura. They're a little mule and they have a buckle at the side. They're a pointy mule. As you might remember, I also have these in pink, which I bought last summer. These are probably second to the YSL in terms of comfort. I obviously can't really do much dancing, jumping up and down in them because your foot isn't as secure, but in terms of running around London, I wear them a lot and they are very comfortable. These are white patent and I wear them to death, to absolute death. And because they're patent, this is another tip I would recommend for not ruining your shoes, is to go for patent shoes because they're almost glossy and they almost like detract the dirt rather than attract it. I don't normally find mules that comfortable. I've tried so many mules and ended up returning them, but this is the one mule that I've found really comfortable and actually secure in my foot as well. These Manolo shoes I absolutely love. I love so many shoes from Manolo, especially the Hansi, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, pump. I have 2 of those, as you know. No, 3 of them, but I've put that in a previous shoe collection. So if you want to see all my other shoes, I'll link my 2 previous shoe collections down below. But this is more of an updated one. But these are a mule, another mule. They're really similar to this style in that you get a strap around the center of your foot, and it's literally like having gems on your feet. It's so beautiful. Every time I put them on, I just stare at them, and wherever I go, everyone comments on these shoes. Everyone looks at my feet and go, oh my gosh, your shoes, they're amazing. And Manolo shoes are so comfortable. They are literally made to hug the feet, whereas I feel like Christian Louboutin shoes are made for your feet to bleed. Sometimes I feel like that in those shoes, where Manolos are made really for women that love to wear heels and want to wear them all the time, and they're so comfortable. I do find also, as you know, black shoes quite harsh, but because these are a black satin and they have that element of the beautiful gems, that kind of tones down the harshness of the black a bit. Speaking of Manolo, I have these beautiful little heels. These are were my first kitten heel, and they have a buckle at the front. I keep saying I don't love black shoes, but these are one of my few pairs of black shoes. I feel like they're almost like a cool girl office shoe, but I would never wear them to the office. The one thing I will say about these is because your feet aren't so secure in them, it literally covers your toes and that's it, is that they're not great for walking in. It's not like they're not comfortable if you're standing around for a while, because they're fine, but walking for a while you have to kind of like walk like this with your feet to kind of keep the shoe on, if that makes sense. This is why I'm not a huge fan of the mule trend, because it's just not very practical, and because of the little heel I found them really easy to wear with loads of different outfits, especially jeans. This was actually my second pair of kitten heels. These are these gorgeous little shoes from Miu Miu, which I love. They have a kind of funky dory heel, which people either love or hate, but I just love the bows. I think the bows are so beautiful. Look how 3D they are. They're a super girly bow, but again, like those Manolos, they are quite hard to walk in just because they barely get your feet in the shoe, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just that bit is securing your foot and that's about it. But if you're not doing too much walking and you're doing mainly like, you know, cocktail standing, that kind of thing, I find these kind of mules great to pair with jeans and a top if you just want to spruce up your outfit. Okay, moving on to flats, to hands down my favorite flat that I own, these Aquazzura slides, and they have them in blue at the moment. They have them with a heel on them now too, and I'm really so desperate to get my hands on the blue version. It's like a blue denim. They look really cool. They have these knots here and then this black toe, kind of copying the Chanel style a little bit. Oh, I love these shoes. They are, number one, so comfortable, so comfortable. I've walked around Venice in them. Like, I feel like I could just walk for hours wearing these. Really an amazing shoe, and because of the gold and black I find them really easy to wear, but it's not like I'm wearing a kind of boring flat because of the detail on these. And they also have a tiny little heel with gold detailing on them also. I would say if you are going for a slide, opt for something like this where the actual part of the shoe comes down more than half than the rest of the shoe, if that makes sense. So the more than half of your foot is actually supported and held. These are another new addition for me, which you might have seen in my recent vlog. These are by Malone Soulier. Now, I've never really gone for the Malone Soulier style. I'm not a person that adores their shoes. I've kind of like admired them from afar and never felt the urge to buy them. But when I saw these, I really liked them because first of all, they're flats, and something about their heels I just didn't love. I can't even put my finger on it. I don't know, I think I just maybe saw them too much when they first became like on trend, and then I kind of was put off them. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I saw these flats, and because they had two straps on them, I felt like my feet would be quite secure in them. I have worn them quite a bit since I first got them. They're not the most comfortable flat. I would say my Aquazzura are probably about 3 times more comfortable than these. My foot does kind of flap about in them. I have quite thin feet and like flat feet, so whilst I thought my foot would sit about here and it would be secure, it sits about here. So when I walk, my foot kind of does this against the shoe, which isn't very comfortable. However, that hasn't stopped me from wearing them. It's just by comparison, they're not as comfortable. I basically wanted a shoe like these ones, but in flats, because I wear these ones so much and I find them so easy to pair with outfits. I thought the flat version of them would be great to have as well. Next up are these trainers, which people keep asking me about. They are these Aquazzura trainers. They actually have an A on the side, so I feel like they're for me, but they're not. They are really comfortable trainers. I tried so hard to get into this like bulky trainer trend, but I just found like I couldn't lift my feet. I just would like feel like a giant like clunking around between like one thing and another. So it just was not for me, that whole clunky trainer thing. If anyone knows of a nice clunky trainer, please let me know. But these ones are really comfortable and versatile, wearable. They don't make my feet look too big or long either. That is my problem with trainers, is sometimes they make you look like you have clown feet. So it's getting that dainty trainer, which that definitely is. Speaking of dainty trainer, I bought these last year and I have worn them to death. They are these Lanvin trainers. I mean, they are so battered now, they're almost a bit bit like tinted grey. I, as you know, had a few pairs of Lanvin trainers. My one thing I will say about them is the wearability of them isn't amazing. I've only had these for a year now, not even. I bought them in June last year, so I've had them for less than a year, maybe 10 months or so, and they are a bit grey and battered. I feel like it's because they're quite smooth, so they attract a lot of dirt and they scuff really easily. And then the string tie, which I do really love, kind of shreds. I'm not sure what the word is for the string doing that, but I'm sure I could cut it and it would be fine. It's just a bit annoying, but they are really, really comfortable. I would say actually my Aquazoras and these are on par in terms of comfort, but so far the Aquazoras have worn much better than these, even though I've only had them for a couple of months. But I feel like in the first couple of months of me wearing these, they were pretty much the same way they are now. They just kind of scuff really, really quickly. Last but not least, I always get asked about my Charlotte Olympia flats, because I was such a huge advocate of them a couple of years ago, and if I still wear them. The answer is yes, I do still wear them. I absolutely love them. This is my latest edition. I don't feel like I would buy any more of them. I feel like I have 3 in my collection now that I love and I wear a lot. They are really, really durable, the shoes. I find mine have just lasted years and years and years. The only time that they have battered is when I was stuck in a rainstorm in New York and they just stunk afterwards. They just totally smell and the velvet was totally ruined, but I wear them all the time. You can see there is a bit of scuffing around the front of the shoe, but that's literally it. They are really, really well made. And I know so many places do velvet pumps now, but I will always be loyal to my Charlotte Olympia pumps, even though so many people have copied them with the little cat on the front. I just think they're so sweet. That is everything for my shoe collection. I hope you have enjoyed this video. They will all be linked down below with any similar ones that I can find if they have now sold out, but they should all be still available. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here, and I will see you soon with another video. Mwah. Bye guys.